Princess, and I'm back with another video. It has been a long time, so your girl has been off the tube after my last two uploads, but your girl been getting that work in and also working on her business. But I got y'all, okay? So if y'all see this video, it is Sunday, okay, where I am at, and this video basically gonna be about a time. This is part of my escorting series, basically, and just some stories that has happened in my time of 4 years doing this line of work. So yeah, this will be another time where I almost lost my life playing around in this game. I'm not even gonna say playing around in it, really living it, okay? But yeah, so let's get into it. And I'm happy that you guys have chosen to click on this video and got this far. If you have, then go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And your girl is ready to talk about it, okay? So yeah, y'all let me know how y'all day going, how y'all liking the videos, what y'all want to see a little bit more of, because this is going to be like a series. I did see a lot of people asking me about some stuff, you know, like how I started, what was like the biggest thing for me, how did I transition to being a mom, how did I transition to being a corporate girly, all of these things, right, from being in that lifestyle to where I am now. So your girl will get into it. Y'all like the puff balls, okay? Giving Foxy Brown. But yeah, y'all, I'm goofy, don't worry about me. But yeah, your girl is rocking her natural until I get my hair done, and I come on here and y'all will see the new do soon. But let's get into it. All right, y'all, so the video is this happened in 2018. Yeah, so 2018. I was working on Harry Hines, and something about this day just wasn't feeling right to me because there was so much going on, from stings and, you know, just the normal, you know, the 304s getting locked up back to back, the police telling us not to be on the blade and stuff like that, P's getting, you know, locked up left and right. So it was just like a real rough time for everybody. We was real iffy, you know, being on the blade, and then, you know, going out downtown working and stuff like that. Because I wasn't always on the blade, y'all. I was one of them high class, yeah, I was a high class hooker, okay? I was, yeah, sugar daddies and all. So this specific night, I basically was, you know, it was slow. So it was probably about like 1 or 2 in the morning, and the clubs kind of ended, and that's when, like, you know, the blade kind of start, you know, jumping or whatever, because all the clubs, you know, done, everybody trying to find them a nice little quick, you know, fun time. So, you know, something told me to kind of go in, because it wasn't a lot of girls out, and when it's not a lot of girls out, you know, it's not as safe, because not everybody can keep eyes on you. But then too, if you don't have a P, then it's kind of just like one of those things where we got to be real careful, you know. But at that time, I was like, I need some money. I know where I could go get some, you know, make a quick, you know, little band or whatever of $500 to last me for the next 2 days, so that I can keep this room. I can, you know what I'm saying, just keep my maintenance up. So y'all, I goes out on the blade out. I get out, you know, and I'm looking, and one of my regulars is out there. So I'm with the regular or whatever, and there's this guy in a truck, and I think it was like a white and black truck. And so he was in the truck or whatever. He was sitting on the side. So, like, if you go down Harry Hines, there's like there's like a cell phone place, and then you got to go down the side street. And once you go down the side street, there's like it's so many businesses, but like all these big trucks and construction areas and like distribution centers are in the backs, you know, in the background or whatever. So they're not on like the main street. So I was getting out the date or whatever, and the dude was like, hey, yeah, you know, how much? He's like, how much, baby? And I'm like, CN. He's like, 100, I got you, you know. And I'm like, okay, 100. So after he's saying, seeing, baby, I'm like, okay, you got 100, cool. You know, so I'm like, all right, I'll quick little blowjob, no problem. And y'all, yes, we use condoms for everything, okay? When I say condoms for everything, don't be out there raw dogging nobody. Don't be out there being nasty. Don't be out there, if he doing it to you and he going home to his wife, you dumb. You crazy, okay? But that's just another story. Okay? So after he say that, I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm like, meet me on the side over here because I'm still finishing up with this guy. Well, I'm not finishing up, but I'm kind of like freshening up myself, getting myself together. Because one, I'm going to carry some wipes. One, I'm going to carry some hand sanitizer. Like, I'm going to carry everything that I need on the go. So your girl, I goes over there after I'm fresh. I walks over to the car and I'm like, show me your pin. You know, he was like, what? I was like, you know, police? He was like, no. And I was like, okay, so show me it. So he shows it to me, and then I'm like, all right, bet, cool. I was like, where's your money? And he goes, oh, I got it. So once he shows me the money, I'm like, oh, baby, he finna be a quick little no problem, you know. So I hops in the car, and at this time, it's a truck, but he has like the truck has like those doors that come out, but then like you got that small door that you gotta close first in order for the front doors to close, right? So when nobody in the back seat, you know, I'm doing my routine check, like checking the back seat, checking everything to make sure that everything going smooth. Because remind you, prior to this, I had already had an incident happen for me about to lose my life. So I'm like, okay. So I gets in the car, we finna do the shebang or whatever, we finna do the date. And as we finna do the date, he kind of got like real sketchy. Like, he hand me the money or whatever, and when he hands me the money, he gets to telling me stuff like, do you like bondage, or do you like being tied up? And, you know, start asking me all these little fetishy type questions. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, oh, he one of these weird tricks. Like, he finna be real. Like, he might be a regular, but he might want me to be the dominant person to him, you know. And I'm like, oh my God. But y'all, the money be way better. But anyway, this lifestyle get crazy, okay? So as I'm in the car and he asking me all these questions, I'm just thinking like, he don't know that his time running out, because you done asked for a little quickie. The longer I'm in this car, the longer you talking, the more money you finna have to come off, okay? So anyway, so basically he just sitting there, he talking, he yapping, and I'm like, all right, y'all. So after that, I'm just sitting there thinking like, okay, so he wanna play these games, we finna play them. But eventually he kind of got with the program. So about 5 minutes after him talking, he's like, okay. And then I'm like, I pull out my thing, we do the do. So as I'm doing what I'm doing, he goes and he's basically knife, and he has like a little pocket knife. So he pulls the pocket knife on the side. Remind you, it's like 2 a.m, y'all. So it's real dark. Ain't nobody really outside. No businesses is open other than the strip club Pandora's that's right there. Like, ain't nobody really outside. So if I scream, nobody really gonna hear me. So dude, you know, pulls out the knife or whatever, and as he pulls out the knife, I'm sitting there thinking like, bro, not again. Like, my life just flashed in front of my eyes, because I'm like, okay, first time, okay, cool, that was a mistake. Second time, yeah, this can't be happening right now. Like, I did everything. I checked everything. I made sure of everything. Like, I'm going down the line as I'm right here sitting down, and I feel it on my neck. Y'all, I feel it on my neck. So I'm down and he got it on my neck. So I'm just sitting here like, okay, what do I do? Because it's already on me. I feel the blade. So what do I do? So my phone is behind me, like on the side of me or whatever, in the chair. My phone is on the side of me along with the other hand like this, because I'm making sure that my money is always safe. After I done went through that first incident, baby, the bag is secure. I don't care about nothing else. I'm going to get my money, because I ain't doing no free nothing, okay? So while he got it on my neck, I'm just sitting there thinking, what do I do? So I instantly lifts up, and I lift up like this, and he goes, give me the money. give me the money back. Give me my money back. And I'm like, what is going on? He's like, take your dress off. Take it off. Take it off. So in the midst of him and me arguing, he telling me take the dress off. I'm sitting here like, bro, take my dress off. I'm gonna insert a clip of what I had on, cause I had on like an orange little, it's like an orange dress, but it had like a little turtleneck thing right here, like a V open, and it's sort of like this, but it had like turtleneck on it or something, and the inside was open or whatever. And so he's like, yeah, he's like, take off the dress, baby, take off the dress. And he was like, if you don't take off the dress, I'm finna kill you. I'm finna kill you. He's telling me this. As he's telling me this, I'm on my phone and I'm like trying to, you know, like press numbers because remind you, speed down. So after I'm sitting there and I'm looking at my phone, like I can see my phone, but he can't see that I'm typing because he still got it on my neck, and he telling me to take the dress off, take the dress off. And I'm looking to the side like this, and I'm texting the dude that I had, you know, at the time or whatever, telling him, hey, this my location. So I sends my location, and as I see my location, I could do nothing else no more because I'm trying to focus on this. So I got my hand on the door and I'm trying to pull my hand on the door. Y'all, when I pull the handle on the door, why'd the handle break? The handle freaking breaks on me, y'all. Remind you, this is a work, what is it? A work truck. I'm talking about a church truck. This is a work truck. Okay, so I pulls the lever on the door, the handle on the door, it break. I'm sitting there like, what just happened? I can't get out this bitch car. Okay, so I literally, I'm pressing the thing, and I'm like, let me out, let me out, let me out of here, let me out of here. We fighting. So I literally grab his hand that he got the knife in, and I'm hitting him. Y'all, when I tell you the truck's so small, I'm literally beating this man like in his head and everything. He sliced me. He didn't puncture nothing or whatever, but he sliced me because I'm holding him. So he slices my hand like this. So we like this to each other, right? I'm going like this. Boom, 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 boom. He sliced me real good. So I'm like, oh my God, dude. Now I see blood. And I'm sitting here like, okay, I have blood on me. Like, there's blood. Now I'm trying to figure out, did I get stabbed? Did I, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, did he puncture something? Because my adrenaline going so fast in this car, I can't get out. So he instantly, when I'm in shock, I literally got stuck. So he grabs me and he pushes me to the back of the car. So in the middle, I'm in the middle. Remind you, I'm leaning over the side. Y'all, I wish I could tell y'all this, like, be in the truck and show y'all, okay? I need to start doing a visual, but yes, y'all. So anyway, I'm in the truck and I'm leaning over the middle, the armrest. And while I'm over the armrest, I'm pushing him like this to get him off of me. And he pushes me back, so I fall in between the seat or whatever. Boom. I'm behind the seat. I'm falling. So as I fall behind the seat, he hops on top of me. So my feet are in the air. My head is in the back of his seat in the trunk. So while he's pulling me, he's pulling my clothes off. So while he's trying to take my dress off, I'm thinking in my head, his whole intention was to grape me and take the money back. Okay? So when I noticed that, I'm like, bro, I have to get up out of here. So in the back, instantly I'm thinking, this door got a handle on it, because I done been in these type of trucks before, uncles, daddies, like, you know, whatever. So I know this got a handle on it. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let him get me in his back seat. He get me in the back seat fully, like pull me in the back seat. He was a big Mexican too, y'all. He was one of them, yeah, nigga was laying bricks, okay? No, but no, he was laying bricks, so you could see like he had muscles. When I include the video on here of me walking that night, y'all, I'm so small. I was small like this. Yeah, this after a few kids, okay? But I'm so small to where the simple fact anybody could have overpowered me, okay? So once this happened, I'm in the back seat. He doing too much, and I'm just like, all right, let me grab this handle. So I go for the handle again. The door pushes open. Yo, when the door pushes open, I literally am out of my dress. I don't have my dress on me. It's hanging around my neck like this. So I got my bra and my panties on. And I'm literally kicking the door. He trying to insert inside of me. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, this what you trying to do? For real. So as I'm hitting him, my main focus was to get out of this car. Get out of the car. Remind you, I had a little latch thing on my hand. So my phone was inside of there. The money was in there. Everything was inside of there. So the money in my hand. Phone in my hand. So when I got out this car, I was ready to go. So in the midst of that, I'm sitting there like, bro, I got to get out this car. So I finally starts getting out the car. And as I'm getting out the car, as I'm about to get out the car, this before. So as I'm thinking about getting out the car, kicking the door, and as I'm about to get out the door, there's another car coming down the street. So I'm thinking it's the dude that I was messing with at the time, but it's not him. It's a whole nother man that's working at the little warehouses over here. So he driving, and all I see is lights, and I just start screaming, help me, help me, help me. And as I'm screaming, help me, I realized, like, bro, this man can't hear you. His windows is up. He can't hear you. So I literally was like, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. So I got out the car. As I get out the car, as soon as I get out the car, I turned around and I grabbed the first shirt I saw. Because I remind you, I don't see that my dress is still around me because of adrenaline. So I don't know that my dress is still around my neck. So as I'm getting out the car, I don't notice that my dress is still hanging on my neck or whatever, because my adrenaline, I done got cut. I know there's blood, and there's blood all over me. So I'm thinking, okay, I done got stabbed. I don't have no clothes on. I don't know if this is my pee or not. I don't know if I'm finna be living in the next 10, 15 minutes, let alone 5. Okay, I don't know if this man finna come around and get out the car and finish the job. Like, this all running through my mind. So as I get out the car, all I remember doing is grabbing a t-shirt as I'm getting out, because I'm thinking I'm naked. So I'm grabbing a t-shirt, and the t-shirt said happiest hour on it. Look, listen, it had happiest hour. That's a restaurant in Dallas. Okay, so the restaurant in Dallas is a major place or whatever, like people go and hang out and congregate and all that. It's real big, it's nice, right? It's downtown. So I'm like, all right, cool. But I didn't notice that this is where this man worked. I don't know none of this or whatever. So on the thing, it had his name tag on there. So he had just got from work. He just probably had came from working that night. So he had his name tag on it, had the job, and it was like something about like a shift lead or something on the back of the shirt. So I get out the car, and as I'm out the car, I'm running down the street. So while I'm running down the street, I got my phone in my hand, and I'm calling my P at the time. I'm like, hey, come get me. He just raped me. I'm cut. I'm bleeding. I'm doing all this. Like, come and get me. Or whatever. Like, come and get me, bro. And so he's like, you good? Where you at? And I'm like, I sent you the location. This is why I tell you, I don't care if you gotta pee or not. The nigga gonna go to sleep before you do. Security or whatever while you out there. But in that moment, it's you by yourself. So you depend on yourself. I don't even care for girls when they be saying they got peas. Yeah, it might be cute for the luxury. But in that moment, if something is happening, it's you and that person in that room, in that car, in that area, whatever. It's you and them. He got to come to you. So in the midst of him coming to you, you dead. Or either you done got shot, you done got hurt, you done got raped. Something done happened to you, and that man ain't been able to be there right alongside you to be your security, as they say, or your manager, okay? So I'm sitting there like, bro, nigga, was you sleep? You know I'm out here. Why would you sleep? That's what I'm thinking. So as I'm running down the street, I see the other dude or whatever get out the car, and this is Okay, so yeah, so now I'm running down the street. I'm mad that my P not answering the phone, didn't answer the phone in the time. So now I'm waving down the car that's on the side of me over here that just came out the warehouse parking lot, and I'm like, help me, help me, help me. Can I, can I get a ride over here? Can I get a ride over here? Because who knows? I'm not finna walk down the street and this dude finna chase me in his truck, in his car, like to finish the job. That's all I'm thinking. I done got away, but now I done seen his face. Now he probably coming on the blade. It's plenty of times where they will come on the blade after they done something to you or being funny with you and come back to retaliate, okay? To finish the job. It might not be that same night, but they gonna come back 2 weeks later. Or sometimes if a girl robs a trick on the blade, they gonna turn around and take it out on the next girl, and they gonna say, oh, you look like her, or you did this and that. So that's why in the game it's always essential to treat the game right, because karma is no joke, okay? Karma is no joke. But anyway, so I digress. So I get to the car, and the dude, I'm like, he just graped me, he cut me, da 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 da. So as I'm telling him that, the man gets out the car. He got a wooden bat. So he goes over there and chases the other dude off because he's running after me. So he chasing the dude. And as he chasing the dude away with the bat, the dude takes off in his truck. He gone. He left. So by 5 minutes later, the man, he asking me, we conversating. He's like, you good? You okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. He's like, you need me to call the police? I was like, no, I don't need no police. I'm good. I'm still alive. I'm checking my body. Ain't nothing on me but a few little scratches, from the knife or whatever. So from the knife, basically I let, the man go by his business, and I let him go, go home. So the dude I was messing with at the time, he pulls up. And so when he pulls up, he's like, you good? You need to go to the hospital? Did he do anything? I'm like, no, I just want to go home. So I goes home, y'all. So when I go home, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, Princess, you cannot go back out here. Like, you cannot be out here. You cannot be doing what you doing. Like, this life is not meant for you. Like, I'm thinking in my head, like, you almost got, your life taken away a few times. Like, this life not for you, baby. Like, these streets is not for nobody, okay? And it ain't no love in these streets. Ain't no trust. Ain't nobody your friend. Ain't nobody looking out for you for real. Everybody out for themselves. So I goes back to the hotel room, back to the house. So now that we back at the hotel in the room or whatever, I'm sitting there thinking, all right, do I need to be, do I need to be going to the hospital for real? Because something might be going on something might be going on for real with me or whatever. Because one, I just went through a mental, situation, emotional situation, and there was trauma from the last time. Now there's trauma from this adding on, then trauma just from being in a lifestyle. So I was just like, bro, this is so much. I literally was like, I'm finna hang it up. I can't do it no more. I was so sick. So probably about 2 or 3 days go by, and I'm sitting there like, I'm like, I need to make money. So I goes and dance. But I can't really dance like that because they see the big old bandage on my arm, and they telling me like, you can't be in here like that, But I'm like, so how I'm supposed to make money? Not knowing, that I'm a whole 3 or 4 out here on the blade or whatever. But they telling me, well, you can't be in here with that on. So I'm like, bro, ain't no choice but to go back on the blade. So probably like 2 or 3 days go by after I go to the club. So the incident happened 2 or 3 days later. I go to the club, try to audition, get a job. They didn't allow me to work. Then I waited another 2 to 3 days after that, and I just decided to go back on the blade because I was like, okay, cool. I'm smoking and I'm drinking. I just be numb and get my money. No problem. Cool. So I get there, and as I get there, I'm sitting there thinking, all right, so if I go out here, this might happen again. He might come out here and get me. He might, He might. That's all I was thinking. He might. So as I say that, I'm just like, it is what it is. Like, I know what I signed up for. I just got to be on my P's and Q's. So after that, I kind of start getting out of it because I wouldn't work as long. I wouldn't work late nights. Like, I would work during the day, walk in the hot sun or whatever, walk during the day. And then when it's a little nighttime, then I'll, calm down probably about 7, 8 o'clock at night. Go in, come back out about 11, 12, and don't go out no more because business is still open. Remind you, this the Blaze, so it's still coffee shops. It's still everything out there, little bars and all that. So I can just be hanging out on the Blade, hitting up these little clubs, walking in and out, just to make ends meet for myself or whatever. So after that, I remind myself I had this man's shirt. So I was like, I'm gonna get payback. So I see the shirt, and at that time, I was hanging out with one of my friends or whatever, and she invited me. It was 3 of us. All right, so as I see the shirt, I'm looking happiest hour. Cool. So I'm like, okay, bet. I got the t-shirt, I got the name tag, and I got his position on what he do. So hopefully I see this MFer in this job and report his to the police. Because you just did all that to me, you going down. I don't care if I was out there. I don't care if I was out there doing what I was doing. You still tried to take my life. So that's all I was thinking. So perfect opportunity happened. One of my homegirls, 2 of my homegirls hit me up and they was like, hey, we out on Uptown. You want to go hang out? We finna go get lunch. And I'm like, where? They was like, happiest hour. I was like, you what? Cool. So I got dolled up. I got cute. I did my 1-2. And I was like, all right, I'm on my way. I'm finna Uber up there. I Uber up to the spot, and remind you, on my phone I had it already taken place. So once we got our seats, we go up the stairs, we go in. I'm being whole detective mode. Baby, you thought you was finna get over on me? Oh, okay, cool. Cause I'm finna rat-a-tat that ass while I'm here. Okay, baby, I had my taser and everything. I was gonna go to jail that day because you almost tried to take my life. I don't give a damn. It's up and it's stuck, okay? So we goes up the stairs, we get our chair, we sit down, and I see, like, when you walking in, they got this little entrance or whatever where you get the little waiters to guide you to your chair. They got the bar, and then they got this open area outside and upstairs. So I'm looking, and I see, like, the bus boys and all that, everybody washing dishes, cooking, all that. So I'm trying to peek over there and see. They don't know what happened to me because, remind you, they wasn't in. One was in the life, but the other one was not in the life. Okay, she was in the life, but she was playing, like getting stuff for food and, just not really getting no money from no guys or whatever. So as I'm looking for him or whatever, I'm entertaining them, but I'm really paying attention to who coming in and out of that little hallway over there. So I see somebody, and so as I see somebody. So cool. So as I'm watching, I'm looking at everybody coming out, and I see somebody, and it say shift lead on the back. And so I'm like, hey, ma'am, can you come here? She wasn't our waiter, but it was another lady. So I said, hey, ma'am, could you come here? And I was like, hey, does Enrique work here? She was like, oh, yeah, he works here, but he works late shift. He doesn't work this right now. He works late shift. We close at 2. And so I was like, oh, okay. So then she was like, yeah, you have to come back. How do you know him and stuff like that? And I gave her some BS, like BS lie or whatever at that time. I was like, oh, he does some work for my moms and my family. Girl, just lying, okay? Because I needed to get this man in my peripheral, baby. I need you to be over here. I need to touch you, okay? The same way you touch me, I'm finna rat-a-tat and touch you, okay? Y'all, I was so determined. So after that whole little meal or whatever we ate, I enjoyed myself. I ain't bring it up. I was mentally scarred, emotionally scarred, physically scarred. So I just was like, okay, I'm done. So after that, I turns around and I go back up there that Friday because she was like, oh, yeah, he works this day, such. Dummy, because you could tell anybody something and they just gonna believe it, and then boom, they gonna give you the whole rundown. Well, she did, baby. Because me, no. What you need my info for? What you trying to do? Oh, no, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be smart about stuff like that. So the woman, she goes, yeah, he works on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or whatever. So, honey, I show back up on Friday. Show did. And it was probably like 6 in the afternoon. So when I go in there and I see him, and he didn't have the same shirt because the shirt, I took his shirt. So I sees him and I'm like, oh, that's him right there. So I go and get the manager and the security guard and I was like, y'all, hey, I need everybody over here because this man raped me and cut me on this such day, and this is the shirt that I got, and I brought the shirt with me with my blood on it and everything, because who you finna lie to? Who you finna play with? Not nobody, not me. No. So I said, okay. So police come and everything, and they were like, man, well, you gotta calm down, baby. I made a scene because this man going to jail. You not finna play with my life like that. And then I had a way to get the situation solved. Oh yeah, your girl is in full detective mode. So once they called a security guard over there, everybody come over there. I'm telling them, this Enrique, he did this to me, he did that to me. I need him to be locked up right now. I've been waiting to come up here because he wrote giving him the full rundown. And so they was like, ma'am, you sure this is the right person? I said, I know. Look at the name tag. Look at the person. Look at my arm. Like, I'm telling them, and they not believe. So, yeah. So, as they calling the police or whatever, asking me, is this real? This true? Yeah, it's true. You think I'm finna lie and come up here and make a scene on a random? No. Not doing that and wasting my time. I'm too pretty for all that, okay? I ain't got time. I don't even need them worries, right? So, period. So, once the police came, the police was asking me all these questions. They wrote a little police report and things like that down, and they was just asking me like, how did you meet him? Where did you meet him? What was the occasion, and why did he do this to you? And I'm telling him he was buying Gucci. Okay, he was buying Gucci, period. And that's just what it was. And he felt like he wanted to handle up on some business and got his ass rat-a-tat-a-tatted that night. And we was tussling in his truck, and somebody came to my rescue, and now I got his t-shirt from the back of his car. Yeah. And so he was like, okay, do you want to report this? Bitch, why are you here if I don't want to report it? I'ma just wait. Because if the police get called, why in the fuck would I not want it to be reported? Make it make sense, Steven. What's not clicking, Steven? Okay. So I literally was like, yes, sir. Put it on the books. I want his ass to be in jail right now. So they was like, okay, cool. So they write the ticket out. They take him to jail and all this and that. And as they taking him to jail, they telling me, well, he's gonna be released or whatever because we gotta do a full investigation and everything like that, and we gotta do a grape kit on you. Baby, it's been a week. I done took a bath within that week. You think I'm supposed to be walking around here with something in me? Okay, so cool. So as that's happening or whatever, he in the back of the car. They didn't call his wife or whatever. Man got kids and everything. Man got 2 kids, married, all that. Baby, you just done jeopardize your whole little life. So as they do that or whatever, they end up we end up going to court, and we went to court or whatever, and basically he got like 6 months in jail for it. And y'all, baby. Yeah. Okay, get it together. But anyway, so yeah, he got 6 months in jail. He went and got out, and then he got parole for the probation. I don't think it was parole, but it was like probation, because parole, you gotta be in prison, right? Somebody let me know, because I don't know. I ain't never really been in jail like that. But so yeah, so he gets probation for 6 months, so it was a total of a year. I didn't feel like it was justice. But since they say it was in life and death, so yeah, after that, they basically telling me that, this is the evidence we have. We don't have no witnesses. Just telling me all this information, and I'm just sitting here like, bro, are you serious right now? Like, y'all give this man a year, but they was basically saying since I'm not in the hospital, I didn't get punctured, I didn't get anything like lose no blood, went unconscious, nothing like that, they can't really charge him with too much. So I was like, all right, bet, cool, no problem. But at the same time, bitch, you got what you deserve, okay? So after that, y'all, all I'm gonna say is, your girl felt like she was a whole detective out here, but baby, I feel like I got justice for what was done to me, okay? After that, y'all, I ended up still being outside, you know, still living this life, y'all. Still living this life. In that whole mind frame, after all this done happened to me, I really was numb. Okay, like I was so numb to the lifestyle. I was so numb to everything that was happening to me. I was so numb that I chose to be in this lifestyle. I knew what this lifestyle brought, and now these are the consequences that I am facing. These are the things that I chose to do, and now I'm suffering the consequences, you know, and that's just how I feel. So I feel like nobody will understand. If you wasn't in that lifestyle, you wouldn't understand what I was going through. You would feel like, you know, it was like I couldn't talk to nobody because everybody else was working 9-to-5 jobs. I'm out here, you know, making ends meet, making more money than everybody else was really making. But at the same time, it was more dangerous. You know what I'm saying? It's signing my life away every time I go out there. But y'all, if y'all enjoyed this, I just want to say thank you for watching these stories. Thank you for listening. Thank you for actually leaving your opinions, because sometimes, yeah, it can be hard for people to understand what's going on, but just giving y'all enlightenment on what actually happens out here is something that's really like joyful on my end, because I lived it so somebody else can't live it. Okay, you know what I'm saying? That's just what I want these videos to be like. So if you out there and you on the blade, please tell your stories. I know it's hard. I know there's a lot going on for you young ladies out there each and every day and every night. Just be safe, stay prayed up, and make sure you always got your P's and Q's, you know what I'm saying, on a swivel, because ain't nobody out there your friend. Ain't nobody out there trying to, you know what I'm saying, don't nobody love you out there. Everybody might be nice or whatever. Don't trust now, nigga. Don't trust no female. And it's sad to say, because everybody be out there on the streets for themselves. It's eat or be ate, okay? So, like I said, like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, go ahead and share this video with your mama, your auntie, your auntie, your sister, your brother. Let them know. Don't forget to subscribe, okay? If you want to know when I'm be posting, how you gonna know if you ain't pressed the ding, okay? If you're not pressing the little bell at the top right there, you gotta look, honey. But thank you. The girl is out, and my name is Princess, and peace.